A weak-willed hero discovers revenge and redemption through low-level spells. Haven't I heard this before? Well, let's find out as we talk about this cool manga, shall we? Spiraken Manga Review, episode 565. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host Zen, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope you're doing good and hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast you can find at www.spiraken.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and various other social media sites. Just type in SPRAKN and it'll get you friends one way or the other. And if you're watching YouTube, remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell for notification. And let's get on with it, because if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated today reviewing a light novel adaptation, which was written by Kaoru Shinozaki and Keyaki Uchi-Uchi and illustrated by Sho Uyoshi. This was published by Overlap, but released over here by Seven Seas Entertainment. It was released in Comic Gardo magazine, and the original run, this is a shonen series, and the original run was 2019 to present. The light novel came out in 2017 originally, still coming out this day. There are 10 volumes. The series is not complete yet. There is an anime adaptation, and this is a dark fantasy isekai revenge story that's original name was Hazaru waku no yotai ichu sekeri de saikyo ni nata ore ga subete o junin suremade. Or in English, it is known simply as Failure Frame. I survived, and I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. And this manga is kind of insane, but it's very familiar because this is the story of Toki Minori, who is a young man in a class that gets isekai to an alternate world. We've heard this story before many times. And as he's isekai to this other world, unfortunately, when it opens up, he is being attacked by an insane minotaur when we first see him. What happened to cause this to happen? Well, turns out that everybody in his class was summoned to this world by the goddess Visis. And Visis gave every single person a different ability and a rating system like most video games. So everyone goes from S rank all the way down to E rank. Unfortunately, Mimori is the only one in the class who is E ranked, lowest level possible. Which for her, she says, everyone's a hero, but you're not good enough to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to the depths. And whatever happens, happens, because you are not useful, you are useless. And it shows that the goddess is actually a really kind of mean person and wants to dispose of him. And he tries to say, listen, I'm a good person, you guys know me. And everyone has been kind of drinking the Kool-Aid because they all have amazing powers. And they said, we don't need this weakling, no problem. The only person who actually is defending him, unfortunately or fortunately, is his classmate Ayaka, who is another S-rank person who gets knocked out immediately. So he ends up getting sent to another world. But when she brings up, for the sake of everybody, just obediently get disposed of, he says, you know what, screw you, and tries to use his ability on her, on Visis. And it doesn't work. And he ends up getting sent down into the depths. And as he does this, he's now stuck in a very scary, disturbing place where there's tons of dead bones, and this is the ultimate dungeon, and he discovers what his ability is. What is his ability? Well, he has low-level spells, specifically 3 of them, which are status effects. That's his power. Everybody else has fireball and levitation and summon weapon. His ability is he can put people to sleep, he can paralyze people, and he can poison people. That's it. No increased strength, no increased stamina. That's his ability. But what he discovers is that in this underground dungeon where the Minotaurs come to kill him, his powers are unrivaled because, honestly, it works 100% of the time except for the goddess. So the Minotaurs coming to attack him, paralyze. The Minotaur is now paralyzed and unable to move. And he's like, poison. And slowly, over 3 hours, the Minotaurs poisoned and die. And because this is a creepy underground super dungeon, all of these beings and monsters that are down there are worth a shit ton of experience points. So he levels up super fast, going from level 1 to level 286 in one shot, fighting this giant minotaur that wants to crush his face. And from here, he ends up deciding that he is going to get revenge. He's going to level up, he's going to get out of this dungeon, and he's going to get revenge on the shitty goddess that sent him to this dungeon and will get home somehow. And this begins the quest of our main character as he tries to kick ass, take names. We also find out that he is a damaged child because his parents were horrible and he kind of pushed down that old regression when he was adopted by his aunt and uncle, and he's been the good boy. But now that he has an outlet, he's become evil and angry and very, well, vengeful. And that's what this story is about. It's about a guy who's trying to get revenge, gets a bunch of acolytes, and kicks ass. And eventually, he is going to get his revenge on the shitty goddess that did this, and this is where the series goes. And this is, as you can guess, extremely similar to so many other stories, where it's, you have the weak main character who has a very weak ability, who gets thrust to the bottom of the dungeon and then rises to the top to get revenge on everybody. One of my favorite isekais of this genre is a series called Aphoreta. We've talked about this. This is very similar to Aphoreta, with the difference that in Aphoreta, the main character slowly goes crazy because his arm gets ripped off. And he just says, I hate this, I'm going to survive. He's going to survive no matter what. This is, Mimori is already crazy, but he pretends he's not crazy. And everybody except for Ayaka and Celis, who are the two girls that are trying to help him, or who try to help him, everybody else is irredeemable in this. They're all horrible. He eventually gets a couple of assistants. Like I said, there is Ceres, who is a knight, the Knight Princess. Of course, there's a princess involved. She's an elf. We have Piggy Maru, who is his slime companion / pet. We have a tiger girl, and we have a other half elf, as they're trying to help Mimori get his revenge. And that's what the story is. It's just a revenge story. And honestly, while it is kind of cool, it spins its wheels. It has been done before. It's a series which, let's be honest, this has been done so many other times, so many other factors, and I want it to be like, this is amazing, this is great, this is the best thing ever. And honestly, it's not. It's just meh. It's really just meh. And usually I have a random question for the week. This time, not so much, because honestly, what can I ask about this? It's like, well, actually, no. Random question of the week is going to be simply this. What isekai tropes are you getting tired of? Or do you think the emo kid who gets superpowers and gets revenge is a great concept? I think it's getting overplayed. It really is. I mean, Aphoreta is a lot of fun. There's so many others that do this quality better, but this one was okay. It wasn't the best thing ever. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It was interesting, engaging. The anime itself, I'm not going to be honest, I don't want to say questionable. It's just kind of, it's mid. It's just super, super mid. It was like probably the middest thing ever, I think. It just was kind of I mean, there are some great elements to it. The art is pretty cool. I do like some of the elements and some of the design work of, like, he eventually gets the mask of the fallen god, which is a fake mask that no one could recognize him with, because you can't have someone recognize him, as with so many of these stories goes. The gacha story where it's with the gachapon, same thing. It's he was sent to the bottom and he resurrected. Now he wears a mask so no one knows it's him. Same premise. The mask is kind of a cool design, but overall, like I said, this has been done before. It has been done better. I do like the element that he is using status effects instead of him using transmutation or the ability to summon random friends, but in the end, it is the same thing as it always has been. If you read this manga and you liked it, let me know. Email me, zan@spiraken.com. But personally, for me, I have to give this our middle-of-the-ground rating of a gift from your crazy Aunt Muriel. In the end, it's okay, but forgettable. Now, if you've read this and you disagree with me, you can email me personally at Zan, that's XAN, @Spiraken.com, or you can tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know your thoughts on if you like this or didn't like this. And with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week, because we've got some really cool ones and some really bad ones. Let's get to it, shall we? So, this week, what was released? Well, starting off from the top, we've got Battle Royale Enforcers Volume 1. This one looks actually really cool. And if you've read Battle Royale, you know it is an amazing series. This is a spin-off of the original story. Then we had Captain Momo's Secret Base Volume 1, The Case Files of Jeweler Richard Volume 8, Cat Gamer Volume 5. I believe she gets a second cat in this one. Dan Da Dan Volume 8. Dark Gathering Volume 8. The Duke of Death and His Maid Volume 13. The Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated Volume 9. The Haikyuu 3-in-1 Volume 1, which is the first 3 volumes. H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, Deluxe Edition, written by Go Tanabe and translated by friend of the podcast, Zach Davison. I'm Giving the Disgraced Noble Lady I Rescued a Crass Course in Naughtiness, Volume 6. Just Like Mona Lisa, Volume 1. Keiyaku Bound by Law, Volume 2. Mysterious Disappearances, Volume 2. Ninja vs. Gokudo, Volume 2. A lot of Volume 2s this week. No Longer Allowed in Another World, Volume 6. Parasite, Full Color Volume Collection 7. Persona 5, Volume 12. Reborn as a Space Mercenary, I Woke Up Piloting the Strongest Starship Light Novel, Volume 9. Record of Ragnarok, Volume 11. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling, Volume 6. Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign, Volume 30. Sheep Princess in Wolf's Clothing, Volume 3. The Skull Dragon's Precious Daughter, Volume 4. Snowball Earth, Volume 2. Steel of the Celestial Shadows, Volume 3. Tengen Hero Wars, Volume 3. Throw Away the Suit Together, Volume 1. Undead Unluck, Volume 16. The Villainess Who Has Been Killed 108 Times, She Remembers Everything, the manga, Volume 3. When Will Ayumu Make His Move, Volume 16. The Witch of Thistle Castle, Volume 4. The Witches of Adamas, Volume 8. The World's Fastest Level Up, the manga, Volume 3. And last and certainly not least, Yana Tosubo Artworks Black Butler 4, the 4th art book in the Black Butler series. And this were the manga releases for this week. 35 titles, all unique, all different. What were your favorites? Which ones were you most excited about? Let me know. Email me at Spiraken.com or tweet me at Spiraken. For me personally, my top 5 are going to be, in order, Battle Royale Enforcers Volume 1, because I'm a Battle Royale fan and I heard the artwork looks great in this one. We have Captain Momo's Secret Base. This looks intriguing. I've heard some rumbling about this series and I want to check it out. Haikyuu 3-in-1. It covers the first story arc of Haikyuu, and 3-in-1s are always fun to have. H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness. This deluxe edition is a hardcover and it looks amazing. And Just Like Mona Lisa is an intriguing look at alternative thoughts on beauty. So it's definitely worth checking out. So let me know which of the ones you're most excited about. Email me, zanspiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know your thoughts. And before I go any further, I thank each and every one of you for checking out this podcast and watching on YouTube or listening to it on any of the various streaming services. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, every email I get, every comment I get. It gives me more motivation to keep doing this podcast. I love doing this, and I'm going to keep going as long as I can until I'm an old man who has to read manga with thick glasses and very, very large print manga. Now, some bookkeeping notice. Otakon is in a few weeks, and unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be going. Why? And I'm releasing this late because I got COVID. Yes, I officially have COVID. I've shaved to clean myself up a little bit, but yeah, I have COVID. I am staying home because I don't want to get anybody sick. I will be releasing my panels virtually through the YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link on our x.com website and also on Blue Sky, so if you want to check it out there. We have our 3 panels. I'm still going to release them virtually so you can actually hear them because I worked really hard on it. But like I said, I don't want to get anybody sick. And I'm currently kind of isolated in this room, so kind of slowly going crazy. But yeah, I got tons of manga, as you can tell. And I'm going to keep doing this, and this is going to fill me up and keep me occupied. So with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga. Well, actually, let's get to the best part, the part that you all are excited about. And what am I talking about? I am talking about that one, that only. The Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, accept no substitute. What is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So we're going to spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, that's what we're going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 566. Can you believe it? 566 episodes of this awesome podcast that you can find at www.spiraken.com. So with that in mind, let's actually spin and see what we're going to review in the next episode, shall we? Sorry about that. Tried my best not to cough. Finally came through. Number 5, Medalist. This is one which I actually, it looks kind of cool, and more importantly than that, I actually have the manga right over there. And I have the digital version, which I got from the Humble Bundle, so we're going to see how this goes. But anyway, as usual, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm having a blast doing this. I love doing this. And, well, more importantly, I hope you have a great day. As usual, I am your host, Zan. I am Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga. See you later.